What's good? Oh my god. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Bitches, welcome back to the channel. Here, recording live from the mothership. We got another episode of the Southampton career mode. Let me adjust because I need to get my mic is a little bit low. I need to get down so I can talk to you guys and you can hear me properly. But we're getting back with the Southampton career mode episode 42 of the series. I'm just realizing as I record this, I didn't even put the goddamn career mode legends in it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw it up at the end of the video. But I ain't gonna be able to talk over it because I can't even actually see how updated it is. But you know, we're gonna show you that at the end of the episode anyway. Southampton career mode. We're going into the first match of the episode. We're playing against Wolves. 4-4-2 is how we lined up with Lamina and Højbjerg in the middle. Vasquez and Oyarzabal out on either side of the wing, and Gamertag and Bertrand Traore leading the line. Somewhat of what you would expect if we come with a 4-4-2. They have a Traore of their own in the middle alongside Renato Sanchez, who they signed in the last episode. Good signing for Wolves. Wolves have actually been doing good in the last 2 seasons of the career mode, so they're not exactly like the type of side you might expect them to be, a side that you come out and easy win expected, almost not easy, but you know, a team that you're almost guaranteed to come out and expect to win against. But they did come off to a good start right here, and it is some disappointing defending on both sides because I mean, I did make a mistake. It was partly my fault in the way I defended it. But at the same time, I expect Willy Orban to just generally be a little bit stronger. Even with the mistake that I made, I expect him to get onto the end of that ball. You see right there, I didn't really get, like, I just didn't defend it very well. I didn't do all that I could to get Orban in front of the man. But again, at the same time, kind of at fault. I mean, he's played really well in the first few games for us. But right there, costing us a goal, damn near, you could say. But we were able to pull it back with a brilliant finish from Bertrand Traore, last season's top scorer and already this season's top scorer with, is that 4 goals in 4 games now he scored for us in this season. Off to an absolute flyer. I mean, he got off to something similar in the last season, but I don't even think it was as good as 4 goals in 4 games. Laid off nicely from Gamertag and just bent first time. I don't mind that at all. I mean, finesse shots are too easy in this game, but when you score goals like that, can you even complain? Like, goodness, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. And to be honest, finesse shots like that aren't as easy as like the regular finesse shots. That's 3 goals in his first 4 games for Bertrand Traore. So still a good start. Maybe he was that good last season as well. I'm pretty sure he was doing similar numbers this time last season. Gamertag got into a brilliant position, and really the finish is kind of tame. Should be doing a little bit better right there from Manolo Gamertag, but wasn't able to find the back of the net. Still 1-1 coming towards the end of the first half, and Larin, the scorer of the first goal for Wolves, almost got himself on the score sheet again. Luckily for us, Alphonse Areola was awake at that near post, not letting himself get beat too easily right there. Whoever was marking, I think that's Willy Orban again, marking Larin was way too far away from him to actually be able to affect that header. Larin again was really the danger man for Wolves in this game, as you see, forcing another good save out of our keeper from the edge of the box. A player who I've not actually seen too much of in real life, so I'm not I don't even know his rating on FIFA. I've not seen him used ever on FIFA. I don't know how good he is in the game, but he's causing me problems right here. But starting the second half off strong, forcing a brilliant save. Look at that amount of power Lucas Vasquez put onto that shot right there. Absolutely slammed it towards that that top corner. But Rui Patricio able to get a hand onto it, and you can't even be mad when you're making saves that spectacular. But from the resulting corner, Lucas Vasquez putting it into the box, headed out, eventually falling right here to Oyarzabal, who found Højbjerg, back to Oyarzabal, forcing again another good save out of Rui Patricio. So right now, both keepers making some good saves. Areola down our side, denying Larin, and Rui Patricio on the other side, denying Lucas Vasquez and Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal has probably had the most shots of any of our players this season, and been denied by some good saves already up to this point. Højbjerg this time sliding it through to Bertrand Traore 60 minutes into the game, and Bertrand Traore, as you might expect, finds the back of the net to give us our lead back. Takes a bow for the fans as we go 2-1 up in this game. I mean, it looks a real simple goal to concede from Wolves. Like, it's the type of goal I mean, it's not really something tactical that you can teach and say, this is how you, I mean, you really just got to track the run. I mean, Bertrand Traore is a fast player. We all know that. And it was a high line. But at the same time, I mean, just track the run. It's really as simple as tracking the run and making sure you don't let someone run in behind that easily. And he got in behind. And once he was in one-on-one with a goalkeeper, I mean, we've seen him, like I said in the last episode, we've seen him as chances like that. But that doesn't mean you can give him an opportunity to do that time and time again. He got himself the Man of the Match award for this game. And transfer window is still open, so heading into some stuff. We did meet up with Diego Simeone and have a little word with him. You know, I mean, you're going to have to wait and see how that actually panned out. I don't actually think you're going to have to wait too long because the deal showed up right here in just a second. Joel Matip did secure a deal right here with AS Monaco. I don't know why I'm zooming in like that. Well, I do know why, but it was unintentional. But happening at the end of the day. 7 hours left on deadline day as we approached, and the meeting with Diego Simeone was for Yannick Vestergaard. Went out on loan with Roma last season. I'm not actually sure how much he played, but he didn't actually grow. He played for like the first half of season 1. He was relatively solid, but then he just made a lot of mistakes, to be completely honest with you. Even for like throughout some of the first half of the season as well, a lot of mistakes were made by Vestergaard. But I mean, especially with Willy Orban in now and Pardew growing a lot, and Hermoso and a lot of players who weren't with us in season 1, he's just not really going to get the game time. Atletico Madrid came in, 17 million is what they offered. And I figured that was good enough money to let Vestergaard go, especially at 28 years old. And again, we have a lot of centre-backs at the team with Benarek and players like that. Another outgoing right here is another loan, one that I didn't have planned, but the offer came in. Napoli came in for Kopushka. And it just seemed like a good idea to make that loan happen, if I'm completely honest with you. Like, especially, I did check out Napoli's side before I done it, and I checked their wingers specifically, and I don't think they had Insigne and Callejon either, and I think the rest of the wingers they had were like young, around the same age, around the same overall. So if Kapushka can get football at Napoli, it's a good deal. It's a very good deal, especially, again, wingers. I mean, generally, I feel like we have good depth in all positions, but especially on the wing, we have Redmond, we have Buffal, we have Vasquez, Oyarzabal now, we have Hesse. We have a lot of options out wide. I did play Kapushka quite a bit in the middle, in centre midfield last season. But even with that, I felt like we got good options in central midfield. So he's going out on loan. I've spoken way too long on this one loan deal about Kapushka. But you guys are seeing everything that's going on deadline day. A lot of transfers being made. Goretzka to Chelsea, Gnabry to Everton right there. Hakim Ziyech going to PSG. And another outgoing and another loan is Matt Target going to Wolfsburg. Another a similar situation where I didn't really have it planned. But they came in and I said, you know what, Target is going to be a third choice left back. I don't really have any plans to let Target go long term. So it can only really help him with his growth long term. When he comes back to us, he'll be a better player if he plays a lot of football at Wolfsburg. And really and truthfully, the chances that he'll get more football at Wolfsburg than he will with us. Even if he doesn't start, if he's coming off the bench, being a third choice left back here behind Bertrand and Chilwell, he'll get good football. But deadline day was over. You see the Premier League Player of the Month shortlist, and something that they did show right there is RainKeroseneyt in demand. A lot of teams been coming in offering me job offers, and it made me think about moving forward at the end of this series. However many seasons we do, 5 or 6 is what I'm really aiming for. Around there, 5, 6, maybe even 7 more. At the end, maybe we accept a job offer. We did it with the West Brom career mode, and we didn't do too much. I mean, it kind of ended after that. We didn't really go too far into that, but maybe we do at the end of this series. We accept a job offer if I get one that interests me only, obviously. But what would you guys think about that? And then obviously, I like the idea of that. I always like the idea of that. If I find a job offer that interests me, I'll probably always do it. because you just get to continue within the same universe, player growth and all of that, young players that you might have built up. I do like the idea of that. So let me know what you guys think about that potential possibility. Getting into the second game, of the episode, playing against Watford. I mean, the deals are locked in, the teams are locked in, squads locked in, no more transfers. So we're dealing with what we have, and what we have right now seems to be getting the job done. Another simple goal, really, that shouldn't have happened, because the through ball to Bertrand Traoré wasn't that great to begin with. He kind of had to slow down to get it and then take it from there, and the Watford defense just didn't go with him, and he scores again, just like the beginning of last season where he opened it up on fire. He's doing exactly the same in this one, stepping up, scoring. What is that? Wait, what? Did he score 2 goals in the last? Oh yeah, he did score 2. Okay, so that right there is his 5th goal in the Premier League season. So really, he at this point, he kind of is starting off better than he did last season. A brilliant pass into Højbjerg this time, and a player who again started off last season really well with goal in terms of goal scoring. That's a really poor finish. That's so poor that Ben Foster didn't even have to move, and you were damn near inside his 6-yard box. That is so poor. Should have really found the back of the net right there, but at this point, 2 goals up. Watford came forward. I don't know why I froze right there. Watford came forward and tried to get themselves back into the game. But look at this, bro. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. What a goal from back. Oh, I completely forgot to do goal of the season for last year. This season, for this goal alone, we have to do goal of this. Look at. That is filthy. Flicked it up, span away with it, and then volleyed it back into that same corner he was kind of moving away from. Bertrand Traoré is looking like an absolute problem this season. Bertrand Traoré is, I mean, I hate to say it. I don't want to I don't want to be too fast with it. I don't want to jump the gun. But Bertrand Traoré right now is looking like the new Stevan Jovetic. If you are around for the Leicester City career mode, you know Jovetic is the biggest legend on this career mode, because in that Leicester career mode, he done absolute bits. Like, he was a legend. He scored so many goals, so many bangers as well at that. Left foot, right foot, headers, penalties, free kicks, even stuff. Jovetic, listen, for Jovetic alone, it's worth going back and looking at my Leicester City career mode, because that shit was just great. That was for me, the best career mode you will find on YouTube. It just is. And I feel like there are people on this channel alone who will agree. But moving on, Champions League fixture.
This is the night both sets of supporters have been waiting for. Not long now until kick-off on match day 1 in the Champions League. Who will get off to a positive start with all 3 points? Stay with us. We'll have all the action for you live right here on EA TV. Bet. Yeah, Champions League, everything he just said. Champions League is here, is kicking off this season, and you hear let me stop, because that was, I mean, the actual music in the game don't get you copyright, but my shit was even more accurate than the accurate shit. That would get me a copyright claim, so I'm not trying to have that, you know, I can't do that. Champions League football last season, obviously we made our Champions League debut in this series. We got all the way to the semi-finals. I don't know if I showed you guys as well. Actually, no. Did I? Did I show you? No, I haven't. Alright, that's gonna come. That's gonna come later. And I'm not even gonna mention it, because that's even somewhat of a spoiler. So I'm just gonna skip over everything that I was just thinking, everything that I just said, and we're gonna get into this Champions League fixture. Shakhtar, in the last one, the Champions League group came up, but I didn't actually touch on it. I didn't even mention it at all, which I realized a little bit later. I don't actually remember who's in the group. I think I got Real Madrid in the Champions League group as well. We got Real Madrid, Shakhtar, and Basel, I believe. So Real Madrid again, and I think again, I'm not even gonna say that because it's a little bit of a spoiler again. But we started kicking off against Shakhtar. For some reason, it was being played in the daytime, or at least somewhere in the daytime. Like, the sun is out, it's shining and everything. It's a little bit weird, but we did get off to a good start. As Sofian Buffon, I didn't even mention the lineups. I didn't even comment on lineups. I get so into this one thing that I'm talking about, and then I don't even comment on so much that goes by. But lineup, Sofiane Boufal got the start. We started with a 4-3-3. It was Romeu, Højbjerg, and Lamina, which will be forever known as the Trinity in this series. The midfield Trinity still standing strong in Season 3. But Boufal got himself a start on the left side of midfield. The real breakout player for Season 2. Getting a start in this Champions League fixture and finding the back of the net. How many times have we seen Boufal in that exact position finding the back of the net just like that? The guy's finishing, to be honest, is almost OP. Like, with his shooting across goal, it seems like his left foot is better than his right foot sometimes. He's real good. If you're looking for a player around that kind of overall, around that, he's around 80. I think he actually went down by overall this season. That EA glitch hit him, and he's down to a 79 now, but generally he's around that 80. If you look for a player around that 80 overall, you're not trying to go for anyone who's too overpowered or too regular like some of you see every day. Sofiane Boufal would be a great sign. I don't know how much he cost. I would think around 15 to 20 million. I would think. He's a great little player, and I mean, if we didn't have players like Vasquez in here and players like a Yazabal now, Boufal would probably be starting. As you saw a lot of last season, he did start. Speaking of Lucas Vasquez, missed a big chance right there, hitting it straight at the keeper pretty much into end of the first half. The Sergi Dada still looking for his first goal as a Southampton player, but denied by a decent save. I was going to say a real good save, a decent save by the keeper, because the shot was pretty much straight at him. Into the second half now, Shakhtar pretty much dancing around us, and a brilliant through. I say brilliant, let me not overreact again. It's not brilliant through ball. The defending was kind of, I mean, we did get drawn to the player on the ball. It is a good pass, don't get me wrong. Good pass and good run. But he just wasn't really followed. Romeu started tracking him, but then kind of just let him go. And that is what led to him being in our box wide open and beats Areola. You can't put anything on Areola. One-on-one. You know, if you're beating one-on-one, it is where it is, you know. Like, you can't be expected to make them saves one-on-one, because really the advantage is on the attacker when you're one-on-one. So unfortunately right here, maybe this one, nah, you know what, I was gonna say maybe this one we can put on Areola. That would be harsh. That would still be harsh. I know we did get a hand onto it, but look at them. What are they doing, bro? Skip it. Skip this celebration. Skip. I said skip! Fucking running around like a lost chicken, like headless chicken is what I meant to say. But like, yeah, the player's pretty much in the 6-yard box. I mean, point blank range. You can't blame him. I mean, yeah, he done well enough to get his hand on it to begin with. Wasn't able to keep it out though. And just like that, the game turned upside down on his head, man. We losing at home in the Champions League, and now all of a sudden 3-1 down. 2 last goals coming from crosses into the box. It's just poor defending. Like, there's not too much to say about it. First goal all the way through to the third. It's just poor defending. Didn't track our men. Didn't follow runs. Didn't guard certain positions. I mean, Hood did all right to try and win that slide tackle, and was a little bit unfortunate, I guess. But from there, it's just poor. Like, the positioning is so poor, and the marking so poor. Defensively, we need to do better. I said this season I want to focus on defending and keep more clean sheets, and that's something we need to do. And if we're going to be doing that, that cannot run. That type of defending is just not going to run. But for some reason, this is something in the last 2 episodes I've had something that needs to change. Last episode it was small players winning headers and scoring goals. Last episode before that it was Van der Meer scoring a banger with his right foot. Shouldn't be happening. This time it's just illogical AI. Ridiculously illogical AI. They are 3-1 up in the 90th minute. Why are they wide open at the back? Why are they wide open, forcing players forward in the 90th minute when they're 3-1 up? And it's not even just this. Like, it happens all the time. It happens when, if they were 2-1 up and the game was on the line, they would still be playing like that, with all their players flooding forward. Like, please, EA, fix it. Stop it, man. Stop this. But we did still lose 3-2, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Premier League table before I throw up the, what's it called, the career mode legends right here. We are still looking real strong in the Premier League, sitting at
top of the league. Obviously, 5 games played and 5 wins, but that loss in the Champions League kind of sours the end of this episode. But really, again, I mean, I'm gonna be positive because Premier League, we're looking real strong still with 11 goals scored and only 2 goals conceded in the first 5 games. So I'm talking about defensive efficiency. We're showing it right now so far this season. Only 2 goals conceded. So 5 games in only. We're going to have to do this for a lot longer throughout the season, but this is where we're going to wrap up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you return tomorrow for more of this Southampton career mode. Let me know what you guys think about jumping to another team at the end. Obviously, I've got the Celta Vigo career mode that will be coming on February 1st, most likely. So, like, as soon as the transfer window shuts, I'm going to try and record the first episode. And I think maybe February 2nd, because I want to premiere this episode, so I want to give you guys time to prepare after I've recorded it. So probably February 2nd we'll get that up. So obviously there will be that, but again, we're talking about within this career mode. Should I move on to another team? What type of team would you like to see? Obviously it will depend on how the teams look at that time and what job offers I get. But if I don't find a team that interests me, we'll see, and it will definitely be a team outside of England as well. We ain't gonna do the same country, but like I said, this is where we're gonna wrap up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Join us tomorrow. For now,